All right. I haven't gone live in a while. Hopefully the reception is decent. I recently switched cell phone providers, and ever since, I've noticed my service hasn't been the best. As far as like video quality and that sort of thing. So, hey Nia. I thought I'd come on here. I haven't been on here in a really long time. I am going to grab something for lunch and sit and chat with you guys if anybody's on here. And then I am on my way to an assessment for work. So I'm kind of trying to like multitask a few different things at once. Hold on one second. All right. So I'm going to, so I found out that they have a Chick-fil-A in Tacoma, which they don't like really have any Chick-fil-A's in this area. When I was living in Colorado, they had them like everywhere. In the South, they obviously have them everywhere. But on the West Coast, they're not really like as prominent. I haven't eaten there since I was in Colorado, and I saw one like a week ago or so in Tacoma. So I've been like, it's been in the back of my head. I'm like, I gotta go to Chick-fil-A. I gotta go to Chick-fil-A like sometime. And I haven't been like feeling the best. I think I had food poisoning a couple days ago. So my stomach is a little bit better now. So I was like, you know what? I need to grab something to eat anyway. So I'm going to stop by there and get me something to eat. I thought I would come on and update y'all on, hey, Jasmine. I don't know why my voice went so high-pitched. I usually, like, make fun of Kevin whenever I'm talking to him, and, like, he'll get super excited or whatnot, and his voice will go up a couple octaves. Like, I would make fun of him, because it's kind of pretty funny. But, yeah. So I'm going to go grab something to eat, and then I figured I'd update you guys on, like, court stuff that we're going through. How do you deal with the letter that, how do you deal with a letter that you got from your fiance, most after 9 months of him being in prison, when he does love you and care about you, and Olson says that he wants to put money on his books? Okay, so you pretty much are dealing with him asking you to put money on his books, I'm guessing. Honestly, like, that's something that I haven't dealt a lot with. My husband's never, like, the most that he's ever asked me for was $10, and that's because he owes a lot of money in restitution. And in Washington State, when you owe, they take up to like, I think it's 55% of what money goes on their books. So he never it's just stupid to put a bunch of money on there and then the majority of it he doesn't even get. So if you put $10 on there, they can't touch any of it. So yeah, that's like the most that I've ever put on his books is $10. And he's never asked me to put more than that. I just recently though, like, I put $100 on his media account because he hadn't had money on his media in like a year, I want to say, and I felt really bad. I didn't know that it had been that long. And what else do we put money on? I know his mom always buys his packages, so, you know, that's definitely helpful for him. But, I mean, if he was to ask me to put money on his books, I would definitely do it. I think it's different if you just met somebody as opposed to, okay, sorry about that, you guys. I apologize. I don't know this area at all, and for some reason when I go YouTube Live, it doesn't, holy shit, like, this line is so long. When I go YouTube Live, my GPS doesn't, like, inform me where to go. So, yeah. Oh my god, this line is so long, I have to, like, go up and, like, turn around just to get in the line. It's kind of crazy. But, okay, I need to, like, figure this crap out. Oh, the joys of going to a fast food place and, so anyway, I'm going to Chick-fil-A, right? and the drive-through like goes all the way around, but like when the line goes around, it goes all the way down this alley, and like on the other end of it is like a bunch of dumpsters, and there's nothing back there. So I literally had to go all the way around, turn around at the dumpsters to like get in line to go to Chick-fil-A. I've only been here, I want to say, so I ate it once at work like 6 months ago, and then I think I went through the drive-through one time when I was in Colorado. So this is the third time that I've been there. So I don't even remember what's on the menu, but I just remember it being, I'm a chicken person, and I remember it being really good chicken, and I've been craving chicken, so I'll see what's good. So if you guys are like Chick-fil-A fans and you know what's good, or if you have a specialty, let me know in the comments. And okay, I'm going to go through the comments right now. I was driving, so I wasn't able to read them. Okay. Yeah, Jasmine, so this is my new car. It's 2016 Toyota Camry. It's like the sports edition or whatever. It's like pretty new. It only had like 40-something thousand miles on it when I first got it. I need to wash it. I haven't washed it since I got it, and I need to vacuum it out for sure, so I'm going to do that this weekend. But I love it. Like, it drives so smooth, and it's so quiet, and it's actually really good on gas. Okay, so yeah, Courtney, as far as like putting money on somebody's books, 9 months is a pretty extensive period of time, but also relationships are different. Like, so you might not be as close to someone in 9 months. You guys might just email, as opposed to somebody that, like, with me and Kevin, we met 3 months later, we met in person. 3 months after that, we got married. So like, we knew each other like really, really quickly. So I would have felt comfortable even doing it at that point. But yeah, it just really depends on your relationship and, you know, where it's at that point. Damn, Jasmine, I didn't know they could take 95%. That's crazy. It's pretty hard to call me, but I've been with him for almost 8 years. This is my first time going through all of this prison. Oh, Courtney, so yeah, you've known each other a long time, so, you know, it's all about trust. You know, if you trust him and, you know, you feel comfortable putting money on his books, then, you know, that's all up to you. What if he gets out of prison in Safford, Arizona, and goes to a halfway house in Phoenix and has not called me? How long has it been, Chelsea, since he's gotten to the halfway house? Because, like, a lot of times I know they have restrictions on, like, using the phone and, you know, when they can use the phone and how, like, they might have a blackout period, like they do an inpatient treatment. I'm not familiar really with the halfway houses and stuff. But I know a lot of places, well, like inpatient treatment, they'll have, like, I think it's like the first 7 days is usually a blackout period where you can't use your phone at all. Get a spicy chicken sandwich. I might do that. I like spicy. Found an angel sitting in the car. Okay. I ate hella Chick-fil-A in Nashville. The Cool Wrap is diet friendly. Yeah, I might try the Cool Wrap some other time. I'm not really feeling diet worthy right now. Like, I just want a good, like, sandwich. 2 weeks. So you might be able to contact the halfway house, Chelsea, and find out, you know, if he's there, or like if you can like give him a message like through whoever answers the phone at the halfway house. That might be an option. You never know. But anyway, as far as our court stuff goes, so on the 18th of April, we went to court for the Court of Appeals. For his appeal, he filed the appeal a year ago, and so it was April of 2018, and we had our first court date April 18th, 2019, and he wasn't there. They don't transport him to the Court of Appeals. A Baconator. Oh, that's Wendy's, right? The Baconator. They don't transport him there, so he wasn't there, but I was there. His mom was there. His stepdad was there for support, you know, like for our side. And then there was a bunch of kids there on like a field trip, so they were like listening to the hearing. And then lawyer was there, prosecutor was there, and then other people that were waiting for like their hearing. But yeah, it wasn't that long. Each side had 10 minutes, and it's pretty much like a motion that the prosecution had filed. They were filing a motion saying that his appeal shouldn't go to an evidentiary hearing. So pretty much it shouldn't go to county where the crime happened or where he was charged out of. So anyway, we had to go back to the Court of Appeals to do this whole oral argument thing. It's been a little over 2 weeks yesterday. So I'm thinking it should only be another couple of weeks or any day before we get a decision. But it went in front of 3 judges. So we're just awaiting for a decision on that. Hopefully it's soon. I'm getting like really frustrated and impatient with it, honestly. But it's good because the case is based off of his juvenile charge that he had when he was 16. So it's like almost 20 years old. But we found out that they made errors when he did get sentenced as an adult at 16 and did 2 years in prison. So that's his whole appeal, what it's based off of. So this appeal, if he wins it, it's potentially going to lower his points, which once they lower his points, then he would have to be resentenced for his current charge that he's in prison for right now, which is obviously going to lower how many years he has left on his sentence, which I looked it up, and like the standard range, I think he'd only have to do like another year. The low end would be like time served, and the maximum would be, I think, up to like 4 years or something like that. So still, like, no matter the situation, he's still going to do less time than he has right now, which is 8 years or 9 years. So that's pretty much what's going on with this court stuff. So we're just sitting and waiting to get an answer on all of that. My name is in the Lewis, so he's closer than close to me right now, but I don't know where Lewis prison. You could probably Google it if you just Google search like the information that you have. I'm sure you should be able to have it, pull up on there and at least get some more information on that. Oh my God, it's so hot in my car, you guys. I'm in Washington State, if you guys don't know about it, and it hasn't gotten hot here at all. Like, it's been in the 60s pretty regularly, like the last couple of weeks, and it says it's 59 degrees outside. But my car, like, I can never find the perfect temperature. It's either too cold or it's like too warm. So it's like first world problems, pretty much for the most part. But anyway, I'm just waiting in line. So I don't know if you guys watch like a lot of YouTube videos or like challenge YouTube videos and that sort of thing. But lately I've been watching these challenges that YouTubers are doing. It's like I think the ones that are stupid are like, I'm going to take my dog to the store and whatever they touch, I'm going to buy. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Like, I'm like, that's dumb. Like, that's dumb. But there's one that I do like, and that is the one where it's like, I'm going to let the person in front of me choose my meals for like the next 24 hours, and it'll show people going through a drive-through, like three different drive-throughs, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they just say, I want whatever the person in front of me ordered. I'm not going to do that, but you guys should watch some of those YouTube videos. They're pretty funny. I think they're funny. I don't know. Because then people they'll guess, they'll be like, oh, I want this, like, maybe I'll get it, and then they get it, and then other people are like, I hope I don't get this, and then they'll get, like, the worst thing possible, and, yeah, then they're, like, forced to pay for it and eat it. But, yeah, anyway, I thought I would come on here. I think there's only a few people on here watching. Sorry, I'm super boring today. I had food poisoning a couple days ago. My stomach is just kind of blah still a little bit. I'm feeling kind of depressed and down. It's been, it'll be 20 months this month that I haven't seen my husband, so I've kind of been, like, I don't get depressed really, but I just feel a little depressed from that. And, just we're coming on 5 years this month that we've been together, and just dealing with the whole prison thing is kind of depressing. It really can it can get to you after a while. So, and I go through it a couple times a year where I get down and depressed and stuff like that. So I think this is like one of those times. But anyhow, I am about to order. I think I'm going to get like the spicy chicken sandwich meal. I don't even know what it's called. I literally know nothing about this place. Anyway, that's the one thing I miss about Seattle is like being able to do DoorDash and stuff like that. Like Uber Eats and all of that. I did it like a lot when I lived in Seattle. It was a lot of money. But it's convenient, like when you don't want to leave your house, you can just order food and have it like be brought to you. It's also like really lazy. I should definitely be able to like get out of my house and like go get food. That shouldn't be a problem. But I guess in America that's a problem. Like we get lazy. For sure, because we have all these, apps and everything like that. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna order, guys. No, I'm gonna do the drive-through. Can
I get a name for your order?
Tammy.
Tammy. I'm gonna serve you Tammy.
So this is only like my second time here, and I don't remember what's on your menu, but you guys have like a spicy chicken, right?
We also have a spicy deluxe, and it's really, really good.
What's the difference?
It's like spicy sandwich is just pickles and chicken, and then spicy deluxe is butter, tomato, and cheese. And you can add bacon if you want. It's a little extra.
Oh, I don't want bacon, but I'll do the deluxe.
Large?
No.
Like. And then what's the drink?
What kind of drinks do you guys have?
We have Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Cherry Coke, Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Iced Tea, Powerade.
I'll do Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Any sauce?
Oh, actually, no. I want a small French fry.
We can do medium fries with the meal.
Okay, that one.
Spicy deluxe, fried cheese, medium fry, medium Cherry Coke. Any sauce?
Yep, I'll do whatever your sauce is that you guys have here. And can I get extra pickles put on my salad?
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the only extra toppings that's free.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it. It's literally a brand new card.
There you go.
Awesome. That's it? Awesome. Have a good day. All right. That's weird that they have somebody out there. It's like In-N-Out. It's always weird that they have somebody out there like taking your menu, your order or whatever. Also, I don't know if like a lot of you guys have this coffee place called Dutch Brothers. It's really good. It's based out of Oregon, I want to say, but they have them in Washington and California as well. Do they have them in Colorado? I don't remember if they had them in Colorado or not, but I know Washington, Oregon, California has them, and they're like the best coffee place. Like I would prefer them or Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks like any day of the week. And they have somebody that stands out and takes your coffee order, which to me is kind of, I don't know, it's just different. Anyway, I got the spicy chicken. So that's one thing, like, I don't do, Courtney. Like, I'm just weird. I'm one of those females that's not, like, really emotional. I have my moments, but overall, like, I just don't get that emotional. Like, twice a year, I want to say, like, once every 6 months, I go through this phase where, like, I just get really down and, like, really depressed, and I'll just, like, want to curl up in a ball. Hi, yep. Awesome, thank you. She is overly nice. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. This is crazy. Like, I don't. In-N-Out is the only other place I've been to where, like, the parking lot is super packed and the drive-through is super packed. Like, there's a 20-car line just to, like, go through drive-through. That's so crazy. But no, I go through, like, this depression, like, every 6 months. It doesn't last, like, a whole, like, long period of time. But maybe like a couple days or whatever, I literally will just like not want to do anything, just lay in bed, watch stupid TV shows, mainly reality TV. I might watch some like prison shows like 60 Days In or Locked Up or something like that. But I'm going to park here and eat. But yeah, like I just go through this phase and I'm used to it. I've been doing it for 5 years now. Like I'm used to the whole depression thing, and like people tell you like oh, you know, like don't count down or don't think about, you know, his sentence or when he's going to get out, especially if you have a long sentence. Like that is the worst thing that you could do. But for me, like I'm an impatient person, even though I'm going through this, and like I just can't help but like countdown. So like I use this countdown app on my iPhone. I used to use like I had like 3 countdown apps on my phone when I had a Android. And that's good cherry Coke. So I would have countdowns for everything. I'd have countdowns for my birthday, for his birthday, for our dating anniversary, for our wedding anniversary, for his mom's birthday, for my mom's birthday, for like when the school quarter started, when the school quarter ended, when I'd have countdowns to visits when we were getting visits. I'd have countdowns to like when I thought he was going to get released, like his max date. Like I literally had countdowns for everything. And when I used to run a Facebook support group, I would like tell everybody that would ask me like how I dealt with things, like get these countdowns. Like it helps even if you have like a countdown from the next time you're going to visit him. Like I feel like it makes things go so by much. It makes things go by so much quicker. I can't talk. Sorry. So I always suggest doing countdowns. I would always drink Dutch Brothers. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the comments. Oh, Dutch Brothers is so good. Like, I love it, I love it, I love it. How do you get married in prison? Because my fiance wants to get married when he's in prison. So every prison is definitely different, but I believe the process is all really similar from one facility to the other. However, each state has way different policies. Like some might make you do counseling, and then other facilities like might not make you do that at all. So I'm not really sure how the other states work. I can definitely tell you my experience, what we had to do in order to get married or get approved to get married. So this is like 2014, so it was a while ago. But from my memory, I remember that he had to ask his counselor for an application packet, for marriage packet. Once he got that marriage packet, then he sent it to me, and there was sections in there that I had to fill out. And it was like pretty easy to, find the spots that I had to fill out. I think he had it marked, like, fill out this page to this page to this page to this section or whatever. And it was like so it's weird because it'll ask you, like, what is your relationship with this inmate? And like I was just talking to a friend about it, and I said, I just put like we're engaged and we want to get married. Like it's the weirdest question. I don't get it. But they put that like basic questions in there, and then like I think it'll ask like how long you've known each other and like basic information you provide. So you fill out that packet, and then you send it back. You're required in Washington, where we're at, to do counseling. So I found a officiant to marry us, and the same woman that I found to marry us also did counseling. So like we paid for like a package deal, right? For her to do both things, which is really cool. I think we paid, it was like $200 or something like that, which is pretty cheap. And the counseling was super easy. She didn't have to show up to do counseling. So I pretty much called her, and I did my portion of the counseling by myself. It was like 30 minutes on the phone. She asked me questions about like, how are you going to deal with it when he gets out financially? Are you going to be able to support him? Just asked questions about that. And she was not judgmental, like, at all, which was really awesome that, we found somebody that was like that. Because I feel like there's probably people out there that would be judgmental about marrying somebody that's incarcerated. And then for him, he went to his counselor's office, and then his counselor in prison, called the marriage counselor, and then he was able to do his portion of things over the phone in that aspect. And it was pretty cool because I remember like his counselor told me that she had asked him a question, and I had the same exact answer that he had. And she laughed about it. She's like, that's so funny. Like he said the same exact thing. Anyway, so yeah, so you do the counseling. You have to go through a process, like you wait, to get your date. They'll give you like a date when you're going to get married, and we have to choose between like 3 different dates, I want to say. You have to order his ring off of Access or Secure. I think it's Secure. I forgot the catalog that you do now, but you have to order it out of the prison catalog. You can't just go buy a ring and then like use that one. Because I tried that. I had a policy that said it had to be under so much money. You couldn't have any stones. It had to be plain dance. I ordered it, right? And I brought it, and I brought the policy, and they totally denied it, and they wouldn't let me put the ring on his finger. It's actually one of my YouTube videos. I talk about it. But so you have to do that. You have to make sure that, like, so we can buy his clothes. an outfit for him to wear when we get married, but it has to be approved by the chaplain. So like we went and got clothes and then like made sure that he could, we could actually give him those clothes to wear that day. And I remember the only issue we had was having to do with a tie and a belt. Like they let him wear a belt, but they wouldn't let us bring a tie in for him because they said it could be used as a weapon, which makes no sense to me because a belt could definitely be used as a weapon way more than a tie. So that was interesting. Other than that, let's see, we paid for the counseling, the officiant to marry us. What else do we pay for? His outfit. I paid to get my hair and my makeup done that day. I think that was it. Like we didn't honestly, like I don't think we paid for anything else. My mom gave me my wedding ring. It was actually like my great grandmother's. So it's like I bought the band. I bought this band, and then I don't know if you guys can see it because of the light, but then that one is like my great grandmother's ring. So I had that ring fitted because my fingers are super tiny, so I had to go get it fitted. But so I didn't have to spend money on a ring, which was awesome. It's crazy. I see a lot of like prison wives, they'll post like their wedding rings, and I'm like, damn, like some of these women have like these like I don't know, $5,000 rings, and I'm like, how in the hell are you affording a $5,000? You know what I mean? Like, how is he affording a $5,000 wedding ring in prison? Like when they get paid maybe $50 to $100 a month. Like that's crazy to me. But yeah, the wedding process for us, it didn't last like it. So I say on average, 9 months to a year is. They probably stole it, maybe. I don't know. They could have, Donald Duck. Or maybe it's just fake and it looks real, I guess. I've seen rings that I thought were real and they ended up being what is it called? The fake diamond, cubic zirconia. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, what was I going to say? So on average, I want to say 9 months to a year is a time frame that it usually takes for people to go through the process from beginning to end as far as getting married in prison. It literally took 3 months. So I met him. We started talking in May of 2014. I moved back to Washington. We met in person in August of 2014, so 3 months later. And then we started the marriage process then. And then November 22nd, 2014, we got married. So it was pretty much like right at 3 months from beginning to end. But that was Kevin like harassing his counselor like every day, making sure that he was like getting everything done on his end for the marriage packet and making sure everything was approved. And then on my end, I was like harassing the chaplain or the chaplain's assistant and making sure on their end, like that, the superintendent was signing off on everything, the chaplain was signing off on everything, and like we were good to go. So there was a lot of like, we were like pretty assertive, like to make sure to like get a date as quick as possible. And I think a lot of like why we wanted to get married like so quick, like why we were trying to push it so quickly was because in Washington you get extended family visits, but you have to wait 3 years if you didn't get married before they were incarcerated. And so we just wanted to make sure that we started that process as soon as possible so we could like end up getting extended family visits. And then after the 3 years, then you have to wait for them to approve it. So it's not just 3 years, like it ends up being like a lot longer than that. But anyhow, sorry guys, I'm rambling. Mickey got arrested for tax fraud. Oh, yeah. I watched this video. I don't know if you guys ever watched the After Prison show. I started watching him, like, when he first started that show. I think it was just called, like, After Prison. Anyway, he was interviewing this guy yesterday that, like, on the news media said that he had robbed, or he had stolen $1.3 million from Walmart. And, he did prison time or whatever. So they interviewed him though, and it wasn't true. Like he bought a computer and then he like took parts out of the computer and tried returning it to Walmart, and he did it, I guess, like several times, but like nowhere near $1 million, or even close to that. And I think he said he did like 6 months or 9 months or something like that. in prison, and then he got like 4 years of probation. Like, he didn't really do any time at all. But it's crazy, like, to me it's crazy how much, like, the media publicizes things that aren't true. You know what I mean? Like, just to make things sound so extreme. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my lunch. I have a meeting or an assessment that I have to do. And my battery is low. It just popped on, and I forgot my charger today because I'm dumb. But I have an assessment at 1 o'clock. It's 11:51 here, so I have about 30 minutes to eat, and then I gotta like head on to meet this guy for an assessment. So I am gonna let y'all go, and maybe I'll do a live chat if you guys want to this weekend. Yeah, media makes everybody look bad. Just let me know if you guys want to do like a live chat or whatever this weekend. I haven't really done videos consistently in so long, and I keep saying I'm going to, and I don't have the motivation. Like, first of all, I have a hard time figuring out like what I want to do videos on, if people would even be interested in watching them anymore, because I haven't been consistent in so long. But I used to have fun doing them, and I used to have fun doing lives, like every weekend, and I used to do lives. And if you guys are into it and you want to watch them, definitely let me know, and I'll set one up for like maybe Saturday, like during the afternoon or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fabulous Friday. And yeah, it's Friday. I hope you guys have good visits if you're going to visiting today. If not,